everybody, to another episode of Roll the Dice, streaming live to you. Today, we are celebrating a year of being awesome and overcoming adversity and strength. And we're going to do some funny for you as well. We do stream every second and fourth Friday of the month, straight to you from YouTube at bit.ly/Big Canvas YT. I remembered it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to bring up our cast. And I'm Jess.
I'm Mark.
Ben.
Tracy.
Tracy, Cassie, Mark, Ben, and Jess. And we're going to do some random funny for you. So to get started, let's roll the die. And I will share my screen and we will roll the die to find out what game we're going to play. All right, we have a 20-sided die. I'm going to roll it. 14. And 14 is self-conducted story. So for a self-conducted story, what I need from the audience is I need a title of a story that has not been written. We want a title of a book or a story of some sort that has never existed, not something you've ever seen. It's the story that we're going to make up for you. So let's see what we've got here. While I'm waiting for those suggestions, what's going to happen is our team is going to begin telling the story, and where one person leaves off, another person's going to jump in and continue that story. Let's see here. The Last Tea Kettle. The Last Tea Kettle.
Okay.
Self-conducted story.
Once upon a time, there was a tea kettle that was very lonely, but they were very happy being a tea kettle, doing what tea kettles do on a tea kettle day.
The tea kettle would sit upon its flame source and very gradually get warmer and warmer and warmer, and it would bubble up inside and get more and more excited.
And then song would just erupt. This beautiful melody. Some may have considered it screeching, but to her it was a joyous eruption of sound.
The refrigerator did not care for this sound. For the refrigerator preferred quiet, a nice low hum, so as not to disturb anybody. But the tea kettle would not be silenced. It wanted its voice to ring out high and free for all to hear.
So the refrigerator came up with a plan, and it made up a story, and it told the tea kettle that it was the last of its kind, and all the other tea kettles had been driven into the yard by the vacuum cleaner.
The vacuum cleaner felt much maligned by this story because vacuum cleaners really just go about their business and scare cats.
And the tea kettle was silent because she didn't want to call attention to herself, knowing that the vacuum cleaner may hunt her down and toss her away like the other tea kettles.
And so the tea kettle thought, along with the vacuum cleaner, what if we were to make the sounds we make so well together? Could we, in fact, instead of driving people away, we might be able to draw more near, more vacuum cleaners, and perhaps more tea kettles?
The refrigerator said, that's not acceptable.
But the tea kettle and the vacuum cleaner could not be dissuaded by the refrigerator. And so they rang out in harmony, and the blender joined them, and the electronic can opener joined them, and the microwave joined them, until the entire kitchen appliance community had joined in together in song.
It was a mighty sound, a sound both melodic and humming and droning, similar to that of a bagpipe.
And then all of a sudden, the fuse blew and all sounds stopped.
Hmm.
And there sat the lonely tea kettle, silent once again.
The end.
Hmm.
Oh, that was sad. But it was also funny because don't we all feel like a tea kettle once in a while?
Right.
Think about it.
And
For real.
isn't it still worth it in the end just to have been heard just once?
Just once. Just once.
I like that. Yeah. Amen.
All right, let's find out what our next game is. 20. Okay, 20 is our quick fire game. So you're going to get a taste of a later part of our show. We're going to do a quick fire game. Quick fire games are on a special four-sided die. Nope, we don't need you 20s. We need you to go away. The quick fire die is the four-sided die, and we have 2. 2 is 185. So for 185, we need for you to just spam that chat with animals and occupations. So just all sorts of animals and all sorts of occupations. Give it to us. I will grab the first ones that my eyes happen upon. If I don't get yours, I'm sorry. Maybe we'll use it for something later. So
it's a real free-for-all. Just let your minds fly free with whatever you can think
Right.
of.
And also set your bar kind of a little bit low because then we'll surpass it. So let's see here. We've got minks, 185 minks.
Cassie, 185 minks walk into a bar, and the bartender's girlfriend walks out with a new coat.
Ah.
185 minks walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Would you like a drink?" And they say, "For sure."
Ben, 185 minks walk into a bar and on the jukebox starts playing Walk Like an Egyptian. Say, "Hey, my sister's here. Hey, Sphinx."
Yes, 185 minks walk into the bar and the bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the minks say, "You're not going to weasel out of this one."
Ah, nice.
All right, we'll get another one. We've got crows, 185 crows.
Mark, 185 crows walk into a bar and say, "Hey, is this a crow bar?"
Tracy, 185 crows walk into a bar, and it was a murder.
Ah.
All right, let's move on to another one before we I think those are the two jokes that exist for crows.
So the two crow jokes. Yeah.
Those are 185 plumbers.
Oh, okay.
Mark, 185 plumbers walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve plumbers here." And they said, "That's fine because we're plumb tuckered out."
Ben, 185 plumbers walk into the bar, order a round of drinks, and they notice no ladies are here. They ask the bartender, "Hey, what's up?" "Oh, your princess is in another bar."
Yes, 185 plumbers walk into the bar. It was a local Omaha hotspot, the Pipeline.
Ah, there you go.
Tracy, 185 plumbers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Oh, thank goodness you're here. Our bathrooms are dismal."
Ah.
All right, our next one is helicopter pilots.
Ben, 185 helicopter pilots walk into a bar, order a round, and spend most of the night just their hand hovering over their drink.
Jess, 185 helicopter pilots walk into a bar, and the bartender is just very busily prepping all of the lemons and all the garnishes, and they say, you know, you should get a chopper.
Ah.
Mhm.
185 helicopter pilots walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Come on in. You can all have drinks." And then they spend all night talking about their kids because they're hover parents.
Tracy. 185 helicopter pilots walk into a bar, and they seem to be just kind of meandering around. And bartender asks them, "Is there any problem? Is there anything I can help you with?" And they say, "Oh yeah, we're I don't see any open seats around here. We're just looking for a place to land."
Ben, 185 helicopter pilots walk into a bar. Bartender looks overwhelmed. "Oh no, so busy. Have a heart. Oh, we've got 7 and 3 livers and a kidney." And
All right, our next one up is armadillos.
ooh, oh, armadillo. Okay.
Mark. 185 armadillos walk into a bar, which in itself was an impressive feat because the bar was across the street.
Ah, okay. Ben, 185 armadillos walk into a bar and order around from the bartender and says, "Hey, you guys look like you had a long day. Have a ball."
Jess, 185 armadillos walk into the bar and they order frou-frou drinks. And the bartender says, "You know, I'm really surprised. I thought that you'd get something a little more tough." And they said, "Inside, we're really soft."
Ah, that's a nice one. Nice.
I've got ice fishers.
Ice fishers. Okay.
185 ice fishers walk into a bar, and they kind of look around and disappointed, like, "Oh, this is a drinking hole."
Yeah.
Tracy. 185 ice fishers walk into a bar and immediately proceed to cut a hole in the floor and sit around it.
All right, we'll do one more. We've got undertakers.
Okay. Ben, 185 undertakers walk into a bar. A bartender says, "Hey, what do you have?" "Just pour us a stiff one."
Yes, 185 undertakers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And they say, "Well, it's your funeral."
185 undertakers walk into a bar. They look around and say, "It seems really dead around here."
And that is that game. Let's move on to another one. All right. Let's see here. So sharing my screen again. Let us move on to, oops, goodbye. Hello. Number three is Question This. It's much like a game show we all know and love that rhymes with Jeopardy. And this is for all of our players. Let's get everybody who's in the game up or in the show up here. And what's going to happen is, first of all, we're going to need, I don't think we need anything for this. Nope, nothing. We don't need anything. We're going to just make this one up off the tops of our heads. But what I do need from my players is for them to introduce themselves. They are contestants on this game show. And whoever wants to start, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello. I'm my name is Finn. I'm from Minnesota, and I'm an avid ice fisher.
Welcome, Sven. We're really glad to have you here. Have you been in any bars recently?
Oh, I go to the local drinking hole now and then.
Oh, well, that's wonderful, Sven. Thank you for coming to our show.
Hello, I'm name redacted, and if anyone asks, I was never here.
Well, since I've never seen you, I can't speak to that. So thank you for joining us, name redacted.
No, thank you.
Hi, I'm glad to be here. I'm Carl Stretch Flipperson. I'm on the run to find the nearest circus. Really excited, but glad to be here tonight.
All right, Carl, thank you for coming. We don't have any circuses in town at this time, but you're
okay.
welcome to spend some time here on this show.
Thank you.
Hello, sweetie. I'm Grandma Esther, and I just am so happy to be here. I don't really remember where here is, but just happy to be here.
Okay, Esther. Well, we're glad to have you. In front of each of you is a buzzer. Right in front of you, it's a mechanical device. So hold that, and when you're ready to buzz in, you will click it and make the sound of a buzzer out of that device. What we did a four-sided coin flip in the back. So I believe that we've got name redacted has control of the board.
First of all, I need to know how you got this in here. Second of all, I'd like to choose state capitals for 500.
State capitals for 500. We have Lincoln.
Eric.
That would be you, name redacted.
Yes, you can definitely not find my employment history and bona fides by friending me on LinkedIn.
Yes, on LinkedIn. Okay, do we have any other answers for that one? Well, name redacted, you have the board again.
Or do I?
Yes.
I do. I would like to have four-legged mammals for 700.
Four-legged mammals for 700. We've got platypus. All right, that would be Sven.
Yes, platypus. What is the least popular flavor of lutefisk?
Platypus is the least popular flavor of a very unpopular food. Any challenges? Oh, yes, we do have Esther.
Platypus is my 17th granddaughter. She was born in May of 1996.
I believe you are correct. Platypus, yes. I've met her. She was here helping you. So, yes, you have the board, Esther.
I'll take grocery store aisles for 600, please.
Grocery store aisles for 600. And on the board, we have rice.
Ding.
Sven.
Oh, today was a real rice day for going to the lake.
That's sort of correct. It rhymes. I'll take it. All right, rice day. Go for it.
Easy. I'll take things that are around lakes for 250.
Things that are around lakes for 250. We have benches. I'm sorry, who was that who buzzed in?
Grandma Esther.
Oh, Esther, thank you very much. Go ahead.
It just keeps getting quieter the older I get. Benches are where I like to sit and sun myself outside the home.
Oh, you're much like a reptile in that fashion. Yeah. All right. Name redacted.
Yes. The place where I hold all of my conversations in public, back to back, while acting nonchalant.
That is correct. Benches are a wonderful place to be nonchalant, and nobody suspects a thing when you sit on a bench very nonchalantly. So you do have the board name redacted.
All right. I would like to choose types of car for 800.
Types of car for 800. We have Pinto. All right, name redacted.
What breed of horse is made from beans?
That is correct. We have a horse made from beans, a bean horse or a Pinto. You do have the board again.
All right. I would like to choose secret locations for 100.
Secret locations for 100. All right, we do have Area 64. Name redacted.
How do you know about that? Yes,
Carl.
What is the area that's painted red that it's next to the Eiffel 65 that's blue?
That is not a secret. We all know about that one.
That's right. That's true.
Me.
Sven.
Oh, yeah. That's what I call my my secret fishing spot. Not too many people know about it. If you go up, if you just go up about a mile from the dock, it's there by the first fingerling.
It's by a fingerling. Okay. Esther.
It's where Mr. Johnson hides his candy, and sometimes my friends and I like to sneak in there and grab a little M&M treat.
Esther, you are a fiend. You've got the board.
I'll go back to things around a lake for 350, please.
Things around a lake for 350. We have perimeter. Name redacted.
What do I have dotted with numerous cameras that upload to a cloud server? And if anything happens to me, I have a document that will be released to the press.
Oh, that would be a perimeter, but I do need to warn you that a cloud is not very secure. We have Sven.
Me. Yeah, I like to keep a track of how many fish I catch in a certain area, and I always track it and I color in the shades by how many I catch per meter.
That is correct. We have a unit of measurement of fish. You do have the board, and I heard a sound. That's the lightning round. Whoever gets two in this round will win the game. So, Sven, you have the board.
Oh, I'll take Midwestern stereotypes for 500.
All right, Midwestern stereotypes for 500, and we have Hope.
Me.
Sven.
Hope. That would be Ollie's husband. He's a good fisherman as well.
I believe you do know an Hope. I thought I saw Carl ring in there. Was that a ring in, Carl?
I think I was thinking about the same thing. Andy Griffith's show. I don't know if that's the same guy. He might have it.
All right, then we will go with Sven. You have the board.
Oh goodness. I'll take Folksy Sayings for 300.
Folksy Sayings for 300, and we have Lake Wobegon.
Me.
Sven.
Oh, what is a show full of offensive stereotypes about Minnesotans when they talk funny and they're always doing silly things like sliding across lakes and whatnot.
Any other challengers? Well, that is the game. You have 2 in the lightning round, and you have 1. Good job, Sven. You get to get rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat, but you have to fly to San Francisco to eat it.
Oh.
All right. Thank you very much.
I'm on the no-fly list.
It sounds awfully spicy.
All right. Let's share screen again. 14. Is that a number we came up with already? It is, so we'll roll again. 19. 19 is panel of experts. Let's get 3 players for this one. And for panel of experts, I'm going to need, so we need forms of media. They can be, or specific media. They can be specific magazines, specific newspapers, maybe websites. And we can have ages that a person can be. So just throw out, like highlights for children or something like that, like magazines, newspapers, and websites and ages that a person can be. And what's going to happen is we're going to meet our panel of experts, and they are going to tell us about something. So what we'll also need is a topic that everyone's going to be talking about. So just throw out a topic. Okay, while we're waiting for that topic, I'm going to give everybody their focus lens, what they're going to be speaking to us from. So we have, for Tracy, popular mechanics. For Mark, we have GQ. And for Cassie, we have 412. You are 412 years old. Okay, so we can stop with the media and ages, and we just need something that people can be, a topic that's going to be discussed today. And it looks like we are looking at cooking. So today our panel of experts is going to be talking about cooking. So first, let's introduce ourselves. Let's start with our expert from GQ. Let's hear about that.
Hi, I'm Brent. And, I'm here. If it makes you look good, then it makes me look good, and it makes us look good. So I'm here to look good.
All right, Brent, thank you very much. Next up, whoever wants to go.
Hi, I'm Amy from Popular Mechanics, and I'm just real excited to be here to talk to everyone because, it's working for this magazine is the first time I've ever been considered popular.
Oh, was that 80 or Amy?
It was Amy.
Amy, all right.
Yeah, like the gorilla in the Congo movie.
Okay, Amy, thank you very much. And last we have.
Hello, my name is Catherine, and I'm 412 years old. I'm the oldest living woman on the planet today.
Well, Catherine, thank you very much for coming out. I hope that that it hasn't been strenuous for you.
Any movement is strenuous at this age.
I can imagine. Well, it's good to have you all here. Today we are talking about cooking. So from the audience, I'd like them to begin sending questions about cooking for our panel of experts to answer. But first, I'd like each of you individually to tell me a little bit about what you know about cooking.
Well, I invented cooking. When I was just a young child, we used to eat everything raw. And I said, Mommy, maybe put it on a fire and it will taste a little better. And that's how cooking was invented.
That's really, really impressive, Catherine. That's wonderful.
Well, most of what I know about cooking is just making it hot.
Absolutely.
Same answer for me in a sense, because I mean, what is cooking if not mastering thermodynamics in a fashion to provide sustenance for ourselves and our tribes?
That's correct. Okay, that's right. Well, let's find out, is it really necessary to sift? When cooking in a recipe and it tells you to sift, is that really necessary?
I've never sifted anything. I just grind the flour down to the absolute minuscule molecule. No sifting required, just grinding.
I find sifting to be extremely helpful. Imagine you have a list of 100 ladies. You want to sift it down till you've only got the 10s.
I mean, I think if nothing else, the history and the sciences has proven that sifting is an invaluable tool in many regards. I mean, from our days in the gold rush, panning for gold, to our archaeologist friends, searching for the great beasts of the past that have been gone from us, buried beneath layers and layers of sediment over time. And I got a sensitive kind of palate, so I don't like a lot of textures that are unpredictable. So I think sifting when you're making food is real helpful.
Got to watch out for those textures. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The next question here is, are Pop-Tarts a food group?
Oh gosh, I hope so. I got a cupboard full of them. They get delivered to me by the pallet full.
Now, as I understand it, Pop-Tarts are carbs, and carbs are a big no-no.
Oh.
I don't even know what Pop-Tarts are. Never had one.
Catherine, you've missed out on a few things, I'm sorry to say.
They're ingenious.
It's kind of like a ravioli, but fruit.
Yeah.
Or chocolate.
And you put it in the toaster, but it's not toast.
Mm-mm.
Speaking of Pop-Tarts, hashtag free Britney.
All right, we have, what is the weirdest thing that you've eaten?
Well, during the Great Depression, I used to cook up a pretty snazzy dandelion salad. And that's always been one of my favorite go-tos.
A dandelion salad. That sounds lovely.
Well, I found kale to be a very strange thing to eat. It's a cousin of grass, but they tell me it's healthy, and I like to be healthy because I like to be in shape and hot.
Well, I have a lot of friends that are just treading new ground in the food industry, and so some of the things they've been trying is the kind of, you take the microbiological form of an eatery. I had a whole surf and turf platter that was distilled into a tiny gummy bear, and you just pop that in your mouth, and it's like, oh wow, am I at the Red Lobster right now, or is this Willy Wonka's famous factory?
Interesting. And our
It was
last
neither.
question.
It was Carl's lab.
Oh, okay. And our last question is, what is too much garlic?
I mean, I guess, is this like one of those questions, theological questions, where you ask, if God's so powerful, could he create garlic so massive that even he could not stand it without contracting a heartburn that would rip the universe asunder?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I follow.
I've heard garlic's very flavorful, and if it's flavorful, it's not the food for you.
I don't think there's ever such a thing as too much garlic. Garlic has kept me alive for 412 years.
Are we sure it's the garlic?
The garlic or the dandelions, I'm not sure which.
All right.
Well, at least we know that if garlic is responsible for keeping her alive for 412 years, then we can rule out her being a vampire, right?
That is correct.
That would foil vampire.
Let's get final thoughts from each of you. Using your knowledge from everything that you're an expert in, how does that relate to cooking? Do you have any final thoughts?
Cooking will keep you alive forever. I don't know what these Pop-Tarts are that you speak of, but I think I will try one and I will enjoy it.
I sure hope so, Catherine.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. It's good for your body. It's good for your soul. It's good for your mind. And it's good for other things. Hydrate.
My hope is that soon we'll be able to evolve our bodies beyond the need for material sustenance, because if we don't figure out how to cut that out of our lives, we're just going to eat the planet to nothingness. It's going to be real bad.
All right. On that note, I'm going to let you all go. See you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ciao.
All right. Next up, we're going to play a guessing game. Let us get the screen share going and find out which guessing game we will be playing. Number 4, that is interrogation. So we will need 2 people to be our interrogators, and we need 1 guesser. Who's going to be our guesser? Who's going to be our guesser? All right, we've got Ben. We're going to send Ben into the waiting room. So bye, Ben. We'll get you back in a little while. All right. So what we will need from the audience is we need for you to just start spamming the chat until we get what we need with, we need 3 things. It's been a while since I played this. Hang on just a second. All right. So first we need a B or C list celebrity, not the first person you think of, not even the second person you think of, but a little bit farther down the list. So we need that kind of celebrity. And then we also need an object that is not related to that celebrity in any way, shape, or form. And last, we also need a reasonably well-known and also unrelated specific location. So not related to the celebrity, not related to the object, something entirely unrelated to those things. So let's get those in the chat. While I'm waiting, I will celebrate. All right, we've got Nick Nolte. Nick Nolte is our C-list celebrity for sure. All right, and we have as an object, let's see a few more objects out there. I don't want to just pick all the same things from the same person.
I don't believe in objectifying things, you know.
We've got our celebrity, all right. So let's get our objects and our locations. A turkey baster. So we have Nick Nolte, a turkey baster, and our location. Da 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 da. The location should be, well, that is a specific location. It's going to be really hard to guess. We could be here all day.
Or at least 48 hours.
All right, we're going to go with it. We're going to go with London's East End.
Ooh.
I know, woof. We've got Nick Nolte, a turkey baster, London's East End. If they say London, I'll take it. So Ben will be guessing, first of all, who he killed. Second of all, what the murder weapon was. And third of all, where he hid the body. So we're going to bring our criminal in just a second. Since we don't have our live audience, the rest of the team will be supporting by doing a little golf clap when they get close and doing a bigger clap when they're really, really close, and then hooting and hollering when they are right on the money. So let us bring in our criminal. Here we go.
All right, get in here. Get in. Come on.
Okay, all right. Well, what seems to be the problem, officers?
Oh, you've got a lot to answer for, pal.
Well, that's what I'm here to help out with. Yeah, well, what's going on?
Well, for starters, I don't know how to tell you this, but your mugshot has already become incredibly famous.
Well, thank you. That's not something I would want to be famous for, obviously, but I can build from here. I don't see why you took my photo, though. Why am I here?
I mean, it's true. This kind of thing, it may not halt your career in any negative way. You know, you might just be able to glide on your unique personality.
Well, that's promising. Okay.
I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were this crazy.
I can get a little wild sometimes on D&D night. I confess. I confess.
You know, I don't know. People have I don't want to play psychiatrist on this or anything. You know, I know sometimes you go down dark paths when maybe you've had a bad father figure in your life, you know, and you know, maybe you're just a mild-mannered scientist, and one day your dad just bullies you to the point that you just hulk out.
Yeah, it can be like that from night and day. My dad, great guy, unfortunately didn't have that. I remember that show. Freaked me out a little bit. Lou Ferrigno was a good man. He really was.
I'm thinking that goes back too far.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm showing my age. Oh, tee.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We need you to confess already. I mean, we're not going to give you another 48 hours.
Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't give you 48 hours in the first place, and then to give you another 48 hours, that's way too much.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. If I did anything, this can't have to do. No, doesn't seem right with the Sutherlands, right? It doesn't seem to ring a bell.
No, nothing with Sutherlands. No, it'd be more. It's more. It'd be akin to something something. You know, this in that area a little bit. I mean, but we really gotta. I mean, we can't drag this on much further. You know, we were about cracking down on crimes in the nick of time.
Hmm. Well, I have no doubt you're very professional here, and I want to be respectful. But I just don't think I have much to do with this.
I don't know. Come on, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I need to take a drink. I just
Sound a little like Gilbert Gottfried or Bobcat Goldthwait there for a moment.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't want to ruffle any feathers or anything, but yeah, not sure you have the right guy.
I mean, you're kind of an older gentleman, you know. I mean, I maybe to some people you sound fine right now, but I mean, to my ear, it's a real gravelly voice.
Yeah. I mean, there's different types. That Hollywood needs those too. Peter Graves and real deep. Boy, yeah, you can just roll through the Rolodex. People that you've seen. Oh boy.
And it looks like you dyed your hair from your distinctive trademark blonde as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Sometimes you pay homage to those that you that you admire, and that's it. It can happen. Now that's kind of drawing a blank a little bit. It wasn't.
I mean, you're guessing. I mean, this. You've robbed us of someone who's I mean, you may surprise you. You may have forgotten by now that they're an award winner. You know, I mean, this was royalty. You know, a real Prince of Tides.
Yeah, and I definitely don't want to take that lightly with the things going on with princes these days, not getting good press. So I mean, I try to help. I really do. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think I was anywhere close to him. But boy, I have to think about that, huh?
I mean, are you afraid to answer right now, huh? You want to just wrap your up inside a cape because you're afraid? Do you have some cape fear right now?
I could be that guy. Might be Robert De Niro. Could be. But that may be another reference that dates me. I'm not wanting to mock you.
Hey, me? I mean, come on. We take our job seriously, you know. We're patrolling the streets. We're cracking down on crime with extreme prejudice.
Well, that's good. It seems like you got a good city here. So I don't want to add to.
Officer,
Yes.
Can I pull you away from your interrogation for just a minute?
Please.
I know this isn't a great time, but we haven't had a one-on-one in a while, so I just wanted to talk to you. I know that you've been a great mentor and that you've had a mentee, but I need you to be a Noltor now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
Because that would make you the other thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So get back to your interrogation. Just keep that in the back of your mind when you're dealing with your mentee, that you need to be a Noltor instead.
A Noltor to my
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we are the thin red line. I mean, blue, but of course.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm thinking of since you said that just really stuck with me. The deep, gravelly voice and the weird folks. I mean, you got Nick Nolte. And,
you do. You did get Nick Nolte, didn't you? You finally confessed.
I've seen him a few signs. I know of them. That may be the case, may not be. Yeah. So what?
So what? So what? Yeah. This fella here, you know, he's got a foul attitude, don't you think?
Yes, moisture most foul.
Yeah. I mean, boy, it's sick what some people will use, you know, just to think they can get away with crime. You know, it's just
Juicy, succulent crime.
Yeah.
You use
Oh,
what
yeah.
you have available to you. I'm a
Just-
man that loves food, and chicken is right up there. I mean, that's what you got to use.
Oh yeah. Oh, like you would go small time with a chicken, huh? No,
Wow.
no, no. You're big time. Yeah, you want that big bird. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you do. You like it
You're
juicy,
giving
don't you?
thanks for all your
it's
options.
sick.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're going to do something, go big. Use a big old butterball turkey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Might as well. I'm a strong man. I was able to make that work. You don't have the body. That's just. I could talk all I want. Okay, you got that out of me. So what?
I mean, but you'd think that like using the actual turkey as a weapon would be maybe more effective than this, but no, you're sneaky like that. No, you're thinking in the details. You know, you're thinking, oh, the tools of the turkey trade.
Well, yeah. Yeah, there's
Look
I mean,
at
got
you.
all
Look at
kinds
you.
of
Oh,
stuff.
you're just sweating. You're just stewing in your own juices there. Yeah.
We know where your crime is based.
Yeah, it was inspiration from grandma. You put it in the bin in the sauce thing before you. I figured before it goes in the oven, just go ahead and use that thing and whammo, you know.
Oh, disgusting. And then you probably check on it periodically throughout, you know, because you just want it to be, you want to savor it. You want it to be, just so savory. You're going to just peek in there, huh? You're going to be, maybe just add a little more. Yeah. Is that you?
Juicy criminal.
I'm creative. I use that oven to the best that I could. Heck yeah, I'll admit.
I wonder, where does he get these sick ideas from, huh? Like, what is this based on? Is this based on anything?
You actually figured out that I use the baster?
Oh,
Ah.
you disgust me. You disgust
Wow.
me.
Huh. Man, science has come a long way. That's impressive. That's
interesting.
impressive.
Interesting that you mentioned a long way, because that's how far we had to go to find it.
Yeah, don't want to make it easy. You gotta figure out where you secret spot. I had to go a ways.
Oh, a secret spot, huh? Yeah, secret,
Well,
right in
yeah.
the one of the most popular entertainment areas you could find, governor?
Well, that is away from here. You got to go all out over to England, to London. You got to mill around.
Is that right, isn't it? Oh.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't have to put on the accent. I think I got what you were saying.
Yeah. Did you catch a show? You catch a show afterwards, huh? You like that? You think, why not? I'm in the area.
Wouldn't you? I mean, they've got world famous theaters there. Might as well see a little Shakespeare and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
there's a ways
even,
to go.
Maybe even named after a very popular teen soap opera in the area.
Yeah, you stay away from the West.
Oh, you stay away from the West. Yeah, you don't even go anywhere near the North. Now the South beats me.
Yeah. You just got to ditch that compass. You can't be afraid of the West Enders theater.
Oh, yeah, but you were afraid of the West Enders, so you booked it the other way.
East End. East.
Oh. We got you. We got you right where we want you.
ah,
Repeat it for the camera, because we got to show this in court.
man. All right. I killed Nick Nolte with a turkey baster, flew the body and buried it over in East End.
Oh, disgusting. Book him.
All
All
right.
right, excellent. All right, we have one more game, and this will be for
Wow.
everyone. We're going to do another quick play. Let's see here. Make sure I have the right screen. Yeah.
Nick Nolte played the Hulk's dad in the Ang Lee film in 2005.
Okay.
Did we do 4? We did not do 4. So 4 is
I thought you were talking about
Seinfelding. So we are going to do Seinfelding. From the audience, we need one-word suggestions, preferably nouns, but they don't have to be. Just spam the chat with nouns or any other words. Really, will make it work. So Seinfelding is it's a quick fire game where we basically Seinfeld. It really is self-explanatory. First, we'll go with a suggestion that was already given a little while ago. We'll go with teddy bears.
Ooh, teddy bears. Okay.
Mark, what is the deal with teddy bears? They're not wearing the lingerie that they're named after. It doesn't make any sense.
Tracy, what is the deal with teddy bears? A whole stuffed animal named after one Roosevelt? I mean, where's our Franklin Delano bear? Come on.
Ben, what is the deal with teddy bears and being full of that stuffing? Why are they so adorable? And why is it Paddington Bear and not Stuffington Bear?
All right, we're going to move on to staplers.
Mark, what is the deal with staplers? Why would you name office equipment after a detective on a TV show?
Ben, what is the deal with staplers? And they would make horrible boyfriends or girlfriends. I mean, they would be way too clingy.
Jess, what is the deal with staplers? I mean, hold it together, right?
What is the deal with staplers? I mean, it's the only office tool that needs its own specific remover.
All right, we have pine nuts.
Pine nuts. Okay.
What is the deal with pine nuts? Weren't the needles enough? Now we got to get nuts from them? I feel like a sap.
Jess, what is the deal with pine nuts? I mean, pines are cool and everything, but calm down.
Crazy. What is the deal with pine nuts? I mean, when I'm pining for nuts, I don't want to just stick to one. I want them all.
Ben, what is the deal with pine nuts? I mean, we invite the pine trees into our homes. What if we have an allergy? It's a Christmas tradition that could kill you.
All right, next up we have crayons.
Okay.
Mark, what is the deal with crayons? They look delicious but taste awful. Who came up with this? Get some flavor in there.
Tracy.
Yes. What is the deal with crayons? Whether there are 64 of you or 128 of you, I'm only using 5 of you.
Tracy, what is the deal with crayons? I mean, was some old author up late one night working by candlelight and all of a sudden, just get some of that wax on his finger and realize, I can write with this too. This is great.
Ben, what's the deal with crayons and why are they so mean to each other? Just sitting around all the colors of the rainbow and you just throwing shade at each other.
Next up, hummus.
Hummus. Okay.
Mark, what is the deal with hummus? You have perfectly good chickpeas. Why grind them up? Just eat them like they are. They're a good salad.
What is the deal with hummus? I mean, come on. If you knew us that well, you'd know the words.
And that is our show. And I want to thank you all for coming out. We really appreciate you. We've been Roll the Dice. We are here every second and fourth Friday of every month. We also have a special show coming up on the, I believe it's the 25th. Am I right? 25th or 27th? 27th. It is the 27th. No, I was right. It's the 25th. The 25th, it's a Thursday. It's not our normal night. That's why I couldn't remember it. We are also going to be here on the 26th, but on the 25th, we will be appearing in the Intercity Improv Festival. I will be performing at about 10 p.m. Central Time because we're kicking off a PST event. So I don't know if we're actually kicking it off, but we're at 8 p.m. on a Thursday, so that sounds about right. So yeah, we'll be doing improv there. Stay tuned for posts, and wherever you've seen the post for this, you'll see it for Intercity as well. And we are Roll the Dice. I'm Jess.
I'm Mark.
Tracy.
Cassie.
Ben?
And thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate you.